Let's look at the benefits of the Balanced Scorecard. When companies come to me and ask me to help them develop balanced scorecards, we very often discuss why would you even want to have a balanced scorecard. So here I want to look at the 7 key benefits of a balanced scorecard. If you want to learn more about how you develop a balanced scorecard, check out some of my other videos on the channel that go into into further depth on that. But let's look at the benefits. Number 1 is that you will usually end up with a better strategy, because the balanced scorecard, what it gives you is it gives you a structured approach to designing your strategy. So you have the 4 perspectives. You look at your finance, your customer goals, your internal process goals, your learning and growth goals, and this is very intuitive. So you will make sure that you look at the key aspects of your business, and it also gives you a template for a strategy map where you basically try to understand how you will make money, that you will make money by delivering something to your customers. And in order to do this, you need to do the right things internally, and you need to recruit the right people, have the right culture in place, and so on. The second benefit is that you will have a product that usually is a strategy map that produces a 1-page outline of your strategic goals. And this makes it really easy to communicate your strategy, both internally and externally. So to have a 1-page document that says exactly what you need to do as a business and how the various parts of the business all interlink and support each other is really powerful. So to have this 1-page communication tool enables businesses to really easily explain both to all their employees as well as external stakeholders about what the goals of the business are. The third benefit is that you get much better organizational alignment. Basically, where everyone in the organization understands how they're contributing to the same organizational goals. So you will look at sales and marketing, you look at finance, you look at operations, HR, and they will all have different goals. And what a balanced scorecard tends to do is that they bring it all together. So everyone in the organization and every department in the organization understand their role in the delivery of the strategy. Number 4 is that it makes it so much easier than to execute your strategy and deliver it. This is where lots of organizations fall short, that they design a great strategy and then they actually miss the delivery of their strategy. What you do in the balanced scorecard is that you then make sure, once you have designed your goals, that you then have an action plan to help you deliver each of those goals. So by having this template that forces you to make sure that you have action plans for each of your goals, then makes sure that you then have a template to help you deliver and execute your strategy. The 5th benefit is that you get better management information and improved performance reporting. As part of the Balanced Scorecard template, you would then design KPIs or key performance indicators and metrics that help you to monitor how well you're delivering your strategy. And so you then have a set of indicators, and you can then translate this into meaningful management reports that can look at the key goals of your business. In an ideal world, you would start with something like your strategy map. You can then even color code the strategy map with traffic lights saying this is how well we're doing against all our goals. And then you can have sub-dashboards or sub-parts of your performance report that drill down into the KPIs around customers, around finance, around operations, and so on. So usually the management reporting and management information becomes much better, which means you can then monitor the execution of your strategy in a much more meaningful way. Number 6 is that the Balanced Scorecard then becomes the template to align your finances and your budgeting to all of this. What I see in too many organizations is that budgeting is run in parallel to some of their strategy initiatives. So on the one hand side, you have a budgeting process. On the other side, you have a process where you define your strategic goals, and the Balanced Scorecard makes sure that you align those. So again, when you define your budget, your balanced scorecard and the goals you have set for your business should be the starting point for all of this. And then you can look at each of the goals and say, okay, what do I now need to put in place? What actions and initiatives do I need? And then you can budget for all of these. So you get much neater alignment between your budget and your strategy. And another benefit is to align risk management. For me, very similar to the budgeting problem is that risk management very often is run in silos in organizations. Risk management is done almost too narrowly, where organizations look at what are risks about flooding and finance and maybe the overall economy, but they don't really look at the risks in relation to their strategy. And for me, risk management is really the flip side of performance management, where you identify risks of not delivering your strategy. And again, once you have a balanced scorecard in place and you have a strategy map and you have your goals, my recommendation is to align your risk management with this process. So you define the risks of not delivering some of your strategic goals. And by doing all of this, you're getting a really nicely integrated framework for the delivery of your strategy. If you would like to learn more, head to my website at bernardmar.com, where you can find tons of articles, white papers and videos that will give you a lot more insights into real-world case studies and examples.